Welcome to Infection Control. This can be found in Chapter 2 of your textbook. I'm going to start off with preventing disease transmission. An infection is the results when the body is invaded by pathogens. Pathogens can be various different things. They can be bacteria, they can be viruses, they can be parasites. Ultimately, they're a germ capable of producing disease. Communicable diseases are an infection that can be spread from one person to another, often referred to as contagious. These are different things you'll always hear growing up. Make sure you cover your mouth when you're coughing, things along those lines, because those diseases are contagious. You don't want to get other people sick. And that's what we're talking about when we're talking about communicable diseases. Different ways of getting various diseases. There's the different methods of transmission. You have direct contact or indirect contact. Let's see. Go back to that slide real quick. Direct contact would be if you directly come in contact with those pathogens. For example, if a patient coughs directly in your face, something along those lines. Somebody's blood comes in contact with your mucous membranes. Various ways that the pathogen directly comes onto you from another patient. Indirect contact would be, as the word says, indirectly. Different means of indirect disease transmission could be maybe blood that was from a patient that ended up on your ambulance. While certain diseases can hold bloodborne pathogens for a pretty considerable amount of time. For example, hepatitis C can live outside of the body for, I don't know exactly how long, it's hours or days. Nonetheless, you can be at risk for quite a little bit. Different methods of diseases to be transmitted. You have airborne. Many of your airborne pathogens, you get them from people coughing. There's some diseases that can be stuck in people's sputum that can be aerosolized when they cough. You have bloodborne pathogens, various methods of transmitting those. They can be transmitted from a patient's blood to your mucous membranes. If a paramedic goes to start an IV and that IV goes from the patient and you accidentally get stuck, various methods along those lines. Foodborne methods. Foodborne transmission can come from diseases such as hepatitis A is foodborne. There's a couple of other things. There's salmonella, E. coli, different things along those lines where food is not handled appropriately. And then there's sexually transmitted diseases, which can be given through a variety of sexual interactions.